I sincerely hope you all who celebrated Juneteenth enjoyed your Juneteenth. Me, myself, I just ran a few errands and got myself a little rest. It was just a day to stay home, be on the computer all day, and have a lazy day. Um, but in the meantime, things have developed in the world. Of course, you know what some of those things are, so we don't need to get into that. Let's get into preparedness. Let's go on and take a trip to Mexico. Hurricane Erick has made landfall. Recall when I told y'all that they thought that hurricane season was going to start as early as May? We're blessed that no hurricanes hit us in the United States in the month of May. However, there I think based on what I'm reading, they think Erick is the start of the full season. Okay. I've linked the story at the bottom in the Daily Mail, and I'll put up something here in a bit showing the probability of what happens, what they think this season's gonna look like. My predictors are gonna take us back to next season in the United States. Let Hurricanes Helene and Milton be a reminder to you that no one's coming to save you. Because after those hurricanes, people talked about how we thought the president, how we thought the government was going to do A, B, C, and D, and they sat back and waited for help initially that never came. And guess what they had to rely on after the fact? You got it, the same thing I talk about all of the time, community. Again, I think you shouldn't live your life in fear, for God hasn't given us the spirit of fear. But God has always told you, the Bible has always given you a posture of preparedness. Are any of you preparing for what's happening? Everybody's like, coulda, shoulda, wouldas. I'm like, even if you have to leave your home, do you have a backpack or something to immediately put all of your papers in? As a person who visited a place here in Washington that I did not know was a tsunami area, you have to understand that preparedness is fundamental to your life. I'm not seeing the death tolls on this hurricane as of yet, but I know it hit the shore as a Cat 3. And a Cat 3 is still significantly bad hurricane. Especially since I forgot where Erick hit. Was it Acapulco? I could be wrong. But it hit in a spot in Mexico where tourism is generally high. I'll say genuinely, which genuinely is a good word also. With everything that's piling on, the price of eggs, the fact that the tariffs end August 9th, the 90-day extension, and I doubt we'll get another extension. Have some fun this summer, but be sensible about your fun. And have some preparedness. I'll give you all an example of me. My father and I had discussed how, because I pushed off going to see him in 2024 for this year, but we've decided to push it off for the next few years. Heaven forbid, and I hope his health stays great. Because of things going on right now and the price of everything. It's not going to go down, but it's not so much the price with us. Also, it's the circumstances. I talk to y'all all the time about preparedness. I think Erick is the beginning of something that's not going to be good for us. The difference between this year and the years that have passed is that you can now look back on 2024 and say no one's coming to help you. Have you started building community? If not, and you know you can't afford to move if a storm happens, please do so. If you moderately know you're going to outrun a storm, get you a backpack or use an old backpack or old bag you got in your house that you can afford to take around, and the weight of that bag isn't going to bother you, and start packing it with essentials in case you have to move. I don't know what to tell y'all. If you didn't learn from last year and the response to those two hurricanes, you're in for a world of trouble. This thing doesn't care about y'all. It's coming. It's going to be disgusting. It's just, if I look into this season well, it's not going to be good. You're already piling it with the higher prices of foods and the disintegration of lower cost goods coming into the country. This isn't a game, and it hasn't been a game since things started to get bad in the last few years with food prices. This is the beginning of the season. You can go read up on it. If you live in an area with this stuff, or any natural disaster area, which I live on a fault line, I believe, you got to be prepared. All right. I'll be keeping up with hurricane season for you all. Stay safe, be blessed, and I look forward to making y'all some more videos once I go back out in the community in the next few weeks. All right, y'all take care. Bye.